Hello guys, it's Mr. Wolfie again, and we're going to do some commentary on an Area Slayer game on Countdown that I played the other day with two of my buddies, Weasel and Fuzzybutterbean. And I don't start out so good. In fact, I don't really play very well at all this game. This game is mostly going to be about what not to do in a lot of situations. And we start right off with just a complete choke in a one-on-one DMR fight. Now I had him dead to rights. I broke his shields 2 or 3 shots before he broke mine, but he got a perfect 5 shot, whereas I didn't get the headshot after I broke his shields. Mostly because I didn't let the reticule reset, and I just kept spamming, and also because I didn't aim for his chest. I was trying to aim actually for the face, and that just doesn't really work with the DMR. If you aim for the chest neck area, then you have a much better shot at taking on a guy in a one-on-one fight and getting the headshot. But anyway, I choke again and get killed by a shotgun. This game is really kind of a slow game. And that's mostly because Countdown itself is a slow and, I don't know, it's an improperly executed map. It's not the map itself that's so bad, it's the weapon layout. The fact that there's a shotgun, I just betrayed the crap out of my teammate, by the way. The fact that there's a shotgun and a sword, and those are the only 2 power weapons, pretty much forces everybody in the game to play a close range fight or an extremely long range fight because they're afraid of the close range weapons. Add into that the fact that AAs make any weapon efficiently a mid-range weapon, and the gameplay on this map is kind of bad. There's just too many corners to camp around. Grenade spam is just a guarantee, and stuff like this happens a lot. Now the spawn points on this map are a little tricky, so it's hard to set up a good spawn trap with a 4-person team. Mostly the spawns are situated, this guy just popped up, see, situated in the other side of the map from where I am, and Weasel's directly under me, so we get a few good team shots here. See, they just keep spawning up right across the way there, and we just keep unloading on them. Now I back up into this corner because this guy was on the bridge at the time he was shooting me, and I heard the call out, so I backed up thinking, you know, he might come rushing around, he might not know I have a shotgun, and I wanted to be in a position to help team shot again, so I can still see down the way there. This guy spawned up right in front of the shotgun dip hole thingy, and this other guy spawned up right there. See, the spawns on the map are easy to control if you're on this side, but there's not really much on this side to use to kill them other than team DMR fire. I'll get to the concussion rifle and some of the other weapons in a moment, but mostly what you want to do to control the map is team shot with the DMRs and use the shotgun and sword effectively. That's really the main key to the map, but the concussion rifle is definitely the big weapon on the map if you use it correctly. It's not as powerful as the shotgun or sword, but it can completely control the map when you don't have the shotgun or sword, and in fact it can counter the shotgun and sword effectively because it has a little bit more range but a similar kill time. Now right here you're going to see me choke yet again. I'm going to walk around this corner and I hear a sword slash happen, and I think I have enough cover to, you know, back up and have my teammate help me out, and we almost do, but just don't quite do it. But I know he's still in there. Once again, listen to callouts. Callouts are extremely important, especially on this map because of the multiple levels that you can fight on. You know, you got to hear he's in the center of level 2 red side or something. I don't know. I don't know the names of the callouts on this map. That's something you're gonna have to ask somebody who plays the game more often. I basically make up my own callouts. Right here, this is absolutely not what I should have done ever. The AR is not a weapon you want to take on more than one person at a time with, and I spawned into a horrible situation. That is one of the main spawn zones on the map, by the way. The top right around the corner from the sword lift and the bottom right there where I spawned. That's where you're going to pop up the 2 most often times. especially when there's a lot of map movement and everybody's, you know, crossing over the spawn points. Those are the two most common, and you never know which side you're gonna spawn. Really, it's not a guarantee that blue side is one side and red side's another. Red spawns more often on one side and blue does as well, but it's pretty universal. And I do the same thing I did earlier, but this time I get away with it and just barely survive. And now I have the concussion rifle, and we're about to talk heavily about the power of the concussion rifle on this map. Now I get the call out from Weasel that the guy's still sitting around the corner, so I unload at the floor right beside him, which does significant damage and allows my teammate to kill him easily. And then I spray a few more shots into the area where another guy came across Sword Bridge. So I'm able to pick up, or at least assist in several kills using that technique. And another thing about the concussion rifle is no one wants to push up on you when you have it. When you start shooting into an area, they pretty much are forced to back off, which you can, you know, force them into traps that way. And it's about as good as any weapon can be if there are already no shields. A direct body shot will destroy them. And it's got a bit more range than the brute shot did in Halo 3. So don't be afraid to, if they don't see you, just spam it into a wall nearby and then switch to a weapon while the shots are still meeting up with them. You might be able to get a few cleanup kills that way. Now this looks like a good idea. I see the sword here. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this sword. Little did I know that guy already had one and was literally using the sword as bait to get a free kill. I was pretty frustrated by that, but it's all good. Main thing is I didn't get too heated about it. I made the call out and kept doing my business. Now we're ahead by a little here, but not by much, so we gotta be careful. My teammate calls out that there's a sword there and he wanted the shotgun. I would have rather had the shotgun myself. Or possibly the concussion rifle, but I did not want an enemy to get the sword or the concussion rifle, so I'm basically sitting here guarding both until I can get a teammate to meet me and pick one up. And that's really kind of the problem with the power weapon layout on the maps. The way you play is really focused around whatever power weapons are on the maps, and that ruins a bunch of good, potentially, you know, entertaining maps that you have to just be afraid of the weapons on it rather than just use them as a utility. That guy goes AFK for a few kills here. Or I think I already got him once. But he starts playing by the end of the game, but it's already too late by then. So the sprint sword combo, as most people know, is completely broken. I shouldn't have tried. I was trying to fish for a kill there. I don't know, I was getting a little too into the sword. That is not one of my friends. I don't know who that guy is. He teabagged that guy. I think he killed him with a freaking AR, so he thought it was funny. But I'm just trying to keep these guys down this corridor here, because I know if I keep shooting at them, they'll keep popping back and forth, which is not something that I do. If someone's shooting at me, I usually try to back off and find a way around the fight zone they're trying to push me into. So I use the AR just to break some shields and kind of push them into a zone where my teammates are showing up. And I almost make a mistake and get myself killed there, but I'm able to, you know, do the job that I was wanting to do. And then I assist in the final kill here by breaking this guy's shields and making him go into that hole there where Butterbean killed him with a concussion rifle that I gave him earlier. So that's convenient. But anyway, that's Countdown. I'm sure you've played it before. It's not a great map. It's mostly the weapon spawns. In MLG, it's much better. I recommend trying out the MLG version of Countdown and seeing how you like that. And yeah, have a nice day. This has been Mr. Wolfie.
I love you.